We are born into, surrounded by, raised up in a world system that defines one's identity along completely different lines than God. Especially if you're born again. The world says this. The world says you are who you are based on the past. The world says you are who you are based on your performance. And the world says you are who you are based on the opinions of other people. In other words, for many of us tonight, there's somebody out there or some bunch of somebodies out there that it's what they think that matters. And here's what you're thinking. Whether you articulate this or not, it's in your subconscious. If they love me, I'm lovable. But if they reject me, I ain't worth loving. I got to measure up in their eyes. And so you know what? The orientation of your life is not primarily about pleasing Him. It's primarily about pleasing them. Quite frankly, that is exactly why we spend money we don't have to buy things we don't need to impress people we don't like. Because what they think matters. Yeah, I'll tell you who some of the they is that has the greatest influence on most of us. It's mom and dad. See, some of y'all didn't grow up in a house like I grew up in where they told you that you were a blessing from God and a gift from God and that you could do great things for the Lord. You didn't grow up in that kind of environment. You didn't grow up in an environment like I did where your mom and dad looked at you and said, I love you every single day. You didn't grow up in that. Some of you grew up in an environment where they told you that you were a mistake and they didn't plan you and you're a waste of good space and air and you break everything you put your hands on, you're a dummy, you're an idiot, and you cost too much money and all these other things. Dummy, stupid, idiot, you heard that all your life. Some of you grew up in that. And now here you are. Let's say you're going through an average day and you make a mistake. Now I'm not talking about a sin. I'm talking about a mistake, a goof, a blunder. You drop a plate and break it. You sit on your glasses. Man, all of a sudden, your limbic system kicks in and your adrenal glands start pumping and it's almost like you're transported back to being that 5-year-old in that house. And boy, you start feeling it. Man, you start getting down on yourself and you start putting yourself down in your mind. And sometimes it starts working its way out your mouth. And then you begin to say things that sounds like what you grew up in. I'm such an idiot. I'm so stupid. I'm a waste of good time and space and air. I break everything I put my hands on. I can't do nothing right. I'll never amount to anything. And you begin to say out of your own mouth things about yourself, listen to me, that God would never say about you. It's not what they think that matters, it's what God thinks that matters. They didn't climb Calvary's hill for you. They didn't bleed on a cross for you. And they didn't get up out of a grave for you. And they're not sitting at the right hand of God interceding for you. I'm telling you, Jesus is the one doing that. He's the only one that has a right to define who you are, not them. Your identity is who God says you are.